Good morning, Tigers! Welcome to another great week in the middle school. Let's start this week the way we start every single week with a Pledge of Allegiance. This week, the pledge is being led by our man Langston Abubi Donkor. Langston, take it away.
Hi, my name is Langston. I'm in 6th grade. May you please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Great job, Langston. Thanks so much. Moving on to props. We got a bunch of team props to give this week. First and foremost, a team of 6th graders that won the paper tower contest that Miss Denali organized for assembly last week. The 6th grade team that won included the following: props to Sabrina Zakin, props to Mia De La Cruz, my advisee, props to Olivia Recchia, my advisee, and to the 7th grade team, props to Grace Maloney, props to Sofia Monterosa Rodriguez, props to Georgia Grogan. Those were the 7th graders that won the paper tower building contest. And props to the 8th graders, Charlotte Pastel, and to Steven Cecil, and to Colton Trepp. Those 3 8th graders were the champions of the paper tower building. And so congratulations to you all for defying physics during assembly last week. Also want to give a collective props to the 8th grade reps. The 8th grade reps invited me during their town hall meeting last week to the PAC to give them a little sort of like status update with where things in the middle school stand in relation to COVID. And what I really liked about that, I mean, obviously I wish that we could talk about something other than COVID, but 2020, 'tis the season for COVID conversations. And what the 8th grade reps said was, the 8th graders and the student body need more information about this thing, Mr. Corson. And so would you please come and respond to this series of questions? And in the process demonstrated some leadership and acted as spokesmen and women for their peers in the 8th grade and also for their peers in the middle school more broadly. And so no matter what grade you're in, if you're an 8th grader, a 7th grader, or a 6th grader, you should think of your 8th grade reps as a resource that is at your disposal. And so if you have initiatives that you're interested in or information that you want to get more of or ideas that you're looking for ways to advance, the best people to reach out to are either one of the 8th grade deans or Miss Bix, and talk to any of those folks about which 8th grade rep is the right one for you to partner with and start advancing whatever ideas and initiatives you have. So props to the 8th grade reps for standing at the ready. And last but not least, props to the chorus, band, and orchestra performers. The whoop whoop is right, Miss Bix. The concert that was broadcast, the holiday concert that was broadcast last week was such an incredible performance and demonstration really of resiliency. The fact that even in a global pandemic, when we can't arrange ourselves in sort of the normal fashion on stage, that we're able to find a way to make sure that music is alive and well and the performing arts are alive and well at Greenwich Country Day. And of course, none of that would be possible without the performers themselves, but it especially wouldn't be possible without the directors of those programs. And so props to Miss Sasaki, props to Mr. Tennyson, and as always, a huge props to Mrs. Carrick. Great job to all the performers and all the directors, and thanks for getting us warmed up for the holidays. And speaking of the holidays, we never leave for the holiday break without a variety show. And some of you may be wondering, are we going to have a variety show in the middle school this year? And the answer is duh. Of course we're going to have a variety show in the middle school this year. It'll be a little bit different. Only the 8th graders will be in the PAC and everybody else will be a part of a live stream. And so you'll probably be with your advisors or maybe in one of your classrooms, and we'll beam the variety show into the classroom so you can watch it live. If you are performing in the variety show, you won't be in the classroom because you'll be on stage. And so stay tuned for more information. Look for a sign-up email coming from Miss Bix and Mr. Bass later this week, probably Tuesday morning. That'll hit your inbox. Remember, all acts have to be approved by Miss Bix and Mr. Bass. You'll have some time to rehearse, and then we'll go live before we depart for the break at the end of next week. right? 2 weeks before we leave for holiday break. It's crazy town. And then the final announcement for the morning is the 7th grade deans. Miss Withrow and Mr. Millistan and a couple 7th graders are working hard and also in partnership and conjunction with the 8th grade reps to coordinate some kind of secret gift exchange that'll take place in the last week of school before we depart for break next week. And so stay tuned for more information about that as well. There are lots of really cool ideas on the table and they're still sort of being sifted through. Will it be kind of like a Pollyanna situation where you know the person that you can get or make a gift for and give it to them? Will it be like everybody gets the same kind of gift and then you find out on the day of the exchange who the gift recipient is, and whether you know that person or not, you exchange gifts with them? Mr. Leday had an awesome idea about a secret sock exchange, and everybody keeps one sock and then gives another one up, and then you got to find your sock partner. All sorts of cool ideas. I know, right? Miss Bix's head just spun around on a swivel when she heard that idea, and it's because it's an awesome one. So all those ideas are getting worked out this week. We're going to know exactly what we're doing before the week ends, and we'll put that out to everybody so you can sign up and be a part of that next week. And so look for more information coming your way in the coming days. And I think that's it for announcements this week. Now we got to move on to birthdays. Birthdays this week are being announced by Aria Pelletier and Callista Burke. And so turning the mic over to you two girls, tell us who's celebrating a birthday this week.
Hi, I'm Aria.
And I'm Callista, and these are the birthdays for this week.
For 6th grade, we have Grayson Cruz and Marley Young. For 7th grade, we have Mia Secco Thompson.
And for 8th grade, we have Aryan Kachadia, Aiden Rosen, and Eli Rosen.
Happy birthday!
Great job, Aria, and great job, Callista, and happy birthday if you're celebrating one this week. Lucky you for having a birthday so close to vacation. Moving on to Jack Miller, who's coming at us pre-recorded from right in Dr. Clark's neighborhood, telling us what's for lunch this week. Take it away, Jack. What are we eating this week?
Hey everybody, it's Jack Miller here, back with another weekly lunch menu. I'm here with Ms. Munoz and Mr. Garcia. And on Monday, it is pasta marinara. On Tuesday, it is chicken fried rice. On Wednesday, it is hummus with croissants. And on Thursday, it is pernil. Have a great week, everybody. Woo!
Great job, Jack, and great job to our special guests, Mr. Garcia and Ms. Munoz. So cool that you were able to get over to the dining hall and film that segment this week. I think we should be doing more of that. That was awesome. Maybe one time soon we could even get Dr. Clark, the infamous Dr. Clark. He's a hard guy to find. He's a hard guy to nail down. It's because he's so busy. But Jack, let's see if we could find Dr. Clark and get him in the broadcast one time soon, maybe after break. Moving on to the Riddler. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Nate Smith is back with this week's riddle, as well as the answer and a repeat of the riddle from last week. Riddler, take it away.
Good morning, everybody. The answer to last week's riddle, which was I have 6 faces but cannot wear makeup, 21 eyes but cannot see, is a die. This week's riddle is I have towns but no houses. I have mountains but no trees. I have water but no fish. What am I? Have a fun week, Tigers.
Great job, Riddler. And now it's time to move on to everybody's getting some breaking news here. This just in, breaking news. Going to interrupt this broadcast to take you live to a developing situation in an adjoining studio booth here at Tiger News, WTGR. I'm being told, bear with me, I'm being told that Mr. Dan Dola is in the midst of a hostile holiday takeover. Let's jump over to the Holiday Studios to see what's going on. What's happening there on the ground in Holiday Studios?
Good morning, friends. What's up, Jack? Okay, what's going on? What is happening? What are you guys doing? What are you doing? Hey, this is very strange.
We're taking over!
And we'll be telling you the holidays for the week. Monday is Pearl Harbor Day. The attack on Pearl Harbor began just before 8 o'clock, December 7th, 1941. It was this attack that brought America into the war. And did you know that Americans actually fired the first shot?
Tuesday is National Brownie Day. Yummy.
Wednesday is National Llama Day.
And Thursday is the start of Hanukkah.
Friday is National Holiday Sweater Day.
Saturday is National Gingerbread Day.
Going along with the aspect of food, Sunday is National Ice Cream Day, and also Taylor Swift's birthday. See you next week. Have a great week, Tigers.
Okay, well, it looks like Kit Knapp and Jack Scully are now in charge of the weekly holiday broadcast, and we should be issuing an Amber Alert for Mr. Dandola. If you guys see Mr. Dandola floating around the hallways anywhere, you should check in with him, make sure he's okay. Looked like he was under duress there at the beginning of that broadcast, and so make sure you find Mr. Dandola, ask him how his weekend was. That'll make him feel better and liberate him from the holiday chains that Kit and Jack wrapped him up in. Otherwise, Kit and Jack, we're excited to hear more from you in the coming weeks. And while we're hearing from people, it is time, the moment you've all been waiting for, your favorite segment of Tiger News and mine. We got the Tiger Tongue Twister Challenge. Mr. Luke Merrill, tell us, what's this week's tongue twister and who were the winners of last week's tongue twister challenge? Take it away, Luke.
Hi, everybody. We had a great week with so many submissions, and here are the best ones.
Frosty Frost Freakly for the more frost freezing his fiddly thumbs.
Frosty Frost frequently, furthermore, fell on frozen frost freezing his fiddly thumbs.
Frosty Frost frequently, furthermore, fell on frozen frost freezing his fiddly thumbs.
Amazing job, guys. So, drum roll for second place. Brooks Lakoff, congrats. And in first place, coming back to the leaderboard, we have Katie Culvahouse in our 7th grade. Congratulations. And our funniest this week goes to a group of 6th grade girls in the math lab. However, you need to wear your mask properly over your nose and your mouth, not just your mouth. We see you. Okay, this coming week's tongue twister is: imagine an imaginary menagerie manager managing an imaginary menagerie. Good luck, everybody. Also, if you know what menagerie means, come tell me, and I'll tell you if you're right. I'll give you a little shout out next week. Bye, everybody. Good luck.
Great job, Luke. Brooks Lakoff breaking the leaderboard. That's awesome. I love when we have a new name on the leaderboard. And so one new name with Brooks and one not so new name with Katie Culvahouse. Katie Culvahouse is sort of a rising threat in the Tiger Tongue Twister Challenge. We were all trying to beat up on Christina Estock for a series of weeks. And Christina, I hate to say it, but I think Katie's bumped you off. And so if you're still submitting your videos for the Tiger Tongue Twister Challenge every week, the person that you should be aiming for is Katie Culvahouse, because she's bringing it every single week. And so do some tongue twister exercises, get those tongue muscles limber, and make sure that you jump into this week's Tongue Twister Challenge. And I think that's it for another great week here in WTGR Studios in the basement of the middle school. We'll see you all in our second to last week before we depart for break in the halls, middle schoolers. Make it a great week.